What's good, everybody? Man, I'm just tapping in. Went to go see 50 in Lee Summit, man. I just posted the picture, here on Patreon, and I just want to tap in on this event. This was a big event, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was 1,000 people at least, you know what I mean, in and out of that place. It was real cool. 50 was real cool, you know what I'm saying? They was very organized too, man. Like, I mean, I remember like when I first got there, they had like the radio part set up, you know what I'm saying? And then they had like one part of High V kind of closed down and shit. Then all the registers were like set up for buying bottles and shit. So, when I first I was probably there like at 3, it started at 6. Even when I got there at 3, there was a lot of people. Like basically the parking lot was almost full when I got there at 3. And then when I got in there and went to go buy a bottle, he had like 6 bottles that he was selling. You know, one of the reasons why I ain't been able to, tell y'all this or talk about this, you know what I mean? Because I've been busy with my own schedule, kids going back to school, you know what I'm saying? Me working on different projects, editing and stuff like that. But now, you know what I'm saying, today's Saturday and I'm just like chilling, laid back, and I'm still editing and working on shit, but I really wanted to tap in on this, you know what I'm saying? So getting back to what I was saying, yeah, it was real cool, you know what I'm saying? Like they had energy drinks in the front. They was free. Water was free. They barbecued. It was very organized. I mean, like they had cops. Like they probably had 9 cops in there. Somebody else told me it was like 13. It could have been more cops. You know what I'm saying? They was just all moving around. Some of them was like, you know what I'm saying, just sitting in the cut. You know what I'm saying? You might not even know they was in their car or something. You know what I'm saying? So they were organized. They was making sure everything was secure. So, all right, I get in there and I buy a bottle. Uh, grab my bottle real quick. You know what I'm saying? VSOP. You know what I'm saying? This is the Branson Cognac. Motherfucker was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, this motherfucker was cool. It's stronger than the regular Hennessy. Like, I feel like it's stronger. Like, you can just smell the shit and just like, damn. So, and I fuck with also the Hennessy Black. So I say this is either about as strong as the Hennessy Black or stronger than it. I don't know. I'm gonna fuck with the rest of it today. I just had a little sip the other day. I was like, damn. So, yeah, getting back to what I was saying. So I buy me a bottle. I go through the register. The lady, she over there sitting there listening to Eminem and shit. And I was laughing a little bit. Cause I like, you know what I'm saying? She know the deal. She knows that this is, that's 50 Cent, G Unit. This is, how the whole thing came together and shit through Eminem. And I got to rapping with her for a second, and then I went and got into line. When I got in line, there was already like probably about, I don't know, 300, 200 people in front of me already. And it was 3 o'clock. I'm trying to tell y'all, it was 3 o'clock. Like motherfuckers must have just got off work and came straight there. Like straight up. So I get in line and shit, and I'm probably waiting there. And from 3 to 6, the line did not move. And then all you see is like a lot of motherfuckers coming in. Like, I mean, they were like parade. It was like, I'm telling you, they was just coming in that motherfucker. Some of them was, I rarely seen anybody shopping for real at High V. You know what I'm saying? I barely saw anybody shopping. So I was just like, man. And then I started seeing a lot of people that I was cool with back in the day, or people I went to school with and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I ran into Ardell. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you see this Ardell. You get on my shit. You know what I'm saying? I gave him a flyer. That flyer that you see right there in my hand, I gave him a flyer. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, yeah, we definitely chopped it up. You know what I'm saying, for a good minute. I chopped it up with, I mean, so many people, man. Some of them come from the north side of Kansas City just to see 50. Some of them came from Overland Park, you know what I'm saying, south side Kansas City, you know what I'm saying, Lee Summit, Belton, like, you know what I'm saying. This was probably the closest he was to Kansas City. Like, Springfield ain't that close, you know what I'm saying. You got to drive like 2 to 3 hours, at least 2 hours, 2 hours and 30 minutes to get to Springfield. So he was in Springfield, Missouri, and then he also went to Iowa, I heard too. But a lot of people didn't know he was tapping in with the town. You had to actually listen to the radio or get on the internet and see what was going on. He didn't really, like, he did announce it on the internet, like on Facebook, and you know what I'm saying. That's why I didn't see it on Facebook. I actually heard it on the radio, way before I saw it being put on Facebook. So I didn't see it being put on Facebook until like Tuesday, but they announced it on Sunday. So you kind of get like what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they wanted to let people know about it, but they didn't want to give them too much time to know about it because they didn't want them to basically bombard, High V. It was like basically the people that knew that showed up, you know what I'm saying? And maybe they did want a lot of people to show up, but I think if you want because they know how to calculate how many people that's gonna come and all of that stuff. I think if you put that shit out like a month ahead, 2 months ahead, like you know what kind of crowd you're gonna be looking at. But if you put it out like within a week or 2 weeks or something like that, I think that it's not gonna be uh, you know what I'm saying, like 10,000, 5,000. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be, you know, like that. It'd be in the low thousands. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 1,000, 500. You know what I'm saying? 2,000, somewhere around there. So man, I thought that shit was dope. And I'm still getting used to how to calculate shit like that because because I'm putting out movies and everything. But let me get back to what I'm saying real quick. So I'm in line. I chopped it up with a lot of people. I ran into a dude that was on Shark Tank. He had something he was selling. He sold out. He said he gonna come fuck with me. And then people were getting in and out of line and shit. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was getting on my nerves a little bit. You know what I'm saying? People going, but you got to go use the bathroom. You got to get something to drink because we were there for hours. Like, I was there at 3, didn't see him and probably till 1:30, 1:30. No, sorry, 7:30. Well, I don't know why I said 1:30. Um, so so 3 to 7:30, and I'm like, damn, like, and then it's just so many people that came in, and then I saw like High V employees and shit. They was taking pictures and shit, and getting footage because that's probably the most people they seen at Hy-Vee at one time. So, man, that shit was just dope. But um, moving forward with the conversation, I, I, all the VIP people, they were done about, like I said, I seen about 7:30. So they were done about 7:20. Okay, and then we get in line to go see him. So they had like this little booth set up for him in this lounge area. This motherfucker was nice, and that's what you see right there. And that with that black sheet around it and shit. He had 2 stands and shit, and I had my flyers ready. So okay, they told everybody to turn on your phones and put it to the camera settings. So that way, when you come over there, they can just take a picture. And this is my phone that they took a picture with. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, uh, when we went through that line, like a lot of people were like trying to do like they was trying to grab bottles. They was trying to like me. I was trying to hand him my flyer, but they wasn't going for that. Like his team wasn't going for that. They were like, nah, we gonna give him this bottle. You can hold that flyer. But you know what I'm saying? It was all good. I didn't like have an attitude or nothing like that. Once they took that picture, I was like, hey man, I'm a filmmaker and an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Check me out. He took it, and this is what like really like I mean I can tell that he was slightly irritated by getting something, like taking something from somebody, because everybody probably been giving him gifts all day long. Like, hey man, check out my store, or check out my this and this and that. You can see it like slightly, you know what I'm saying? But this is where, like for real, this is where he looked, when he looked at it, he took it all the way over to his stand. And he sat there, he put it on the stand like this, he just put that motherfucker on the stand, and he looked at it for like I'm talking about for like a whole minute. Just looked at it for a whole minute. You know what I'm saying? This is what it looked like right here. I customly made this myself. Like I seriously spent the night working on my shows, putting them on here, my YouTube, my Patreon, all of that shit. So like on some real shit, I was really doing this. You know what I'm saying? So I made sure it was gloss covered too. So when he looked at it, motherfucker shined a little bit. But yeah, he looked at it for a whole minute, and that's really all I wanted. Like that's all I wanted. And then when he looked at it, you know what I'm saying, I could see the smirk. You know the smirk. You seen the smirk when that nigga do it on TV. I saw the smirk, so I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. As long as he got it, and you know what I'm saying, like I was cool with that. You know what I'm saying. That was the best moment to me when he sat there. Nah, he didn't sit there, but he stood there because he has this little stand in the back where you see that where the liquor's on. You know what I mean? He stood there and looked at it. And then he smirked. So I was like, yeah, that's all I wanted. And I gave him my store flyer too. I was about to walk over and give it to him, but one of his partners was like, hey, I'll give it to him. So I gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? And that had my store address on it for, Blue Line Studios and Gumbo Enterprise. So that's my story. Meeting 50 Cent. Comment, like, share. This is for the Patreon. Like, this is exclusively for the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? So let's get more people on this Patreon, man. Let's get more people to be active. Let's get more people that want to join Blue Line Studios and be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all my patrons. Uh, be be aware that when we start making more moves, we'll have more things for you guys, like more like merchandise and stuff like that. And I was gonna do a top 10 of my patrons, and you guys will be like my people that every time I come out with something new, you know what I'm saying, like far as in merch, you guys get that for free. You know what I mean? So I'm working towards that, and I mean for real, just tap in, make sure you tell others. Somebody asked me just a minute ago, how do I watch it on my TV? So okay, that's a good question. The best way I think you can watch it, and if you already registered to be a patron, go to the YouTube, Blue Line Studios, okay? And then put in, or better yet, go to the About section and then go scroll down till you see Patreon. Hit that link and it should bring up Patreon. I haven't done it myself. I'm probably going to try it here in a little bit on my other TV, you know what I'm saying, my bedroom. So I'm going to try that and see if it works. But I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. But I think that's the best way to watch it on your big screen TV at home. Okay? All right. This is Edwin Taliferro, filmmaker and entrepreneur. Tap in with me.